Hey YouTubers, how everybody doing today? I just want to give everybody a clarity of today's day and a little bit about the past. If anybody don't know what's going on with the coronavirus or all these things that are taking place, what you're looking at in the physical realm is not the same as taking place in the spiritual realm. What's going on in the spiritual realm is God is trying to wake up his children. And the reason why things so unparticular for the government or politically, the legislation that the government runs, why would they attack a liquor store? Shut down a liquor stores, stop everybody from being, outside in the public for the coronavirus. And to shut down a church, it should be some type of essential. To shut down, churches and to shut down liquor stores, it should be an essential thinking to all this that is taking place in 2020. We just lost Kobe Bryant. He just passed away unexpectedly, which is leaving people in the suspicion about the Illuminati still. And some of us are already aware that these people have been running the government and the whole world since the beginning, since the Israelites had been scattered across this entire world. So what we need to do right now, if anybody listen to this, you need to get into the Word of God. And don't be just a person that reads the Word of God. Be a doer of the Word, because it grows your spirit and you'll be able to spiritually be able to hear your God talking to you within your spirit. God does not use words anymore. He manifested himself in the first era, coming in light and thunder. And in the second era, he came in as a man, using his words in love. And we all know, if anybody know who the real God is, we know that words and thoughts survive forever. Words can go on for a very long time inside someone's soul. So you must understand your spirit to be able to overcome the obstacles in the physical, because it's things that we cannot see that God is showing us. And only how we can get in contact in more purity and develop our spiritualness is through God and through the Word of God. It's many particular ways that you can get into the spirit, but the precaution of having God will be able to open so many opportunities, and not just opportunities. Open yourself up to a better life. Open yourself up to happiness, righteousness, justice, and mercy. Because what we're finding out in the world that we live in today is that the wicked rule this world. And if you're trying to start a business and it feels like you're being crippled by so many thoughts, so many people, that it seems like it's trying to bring you down and that you mean good, we are the reflection and image of Jesus Christ. Everything that he went through, we're going to go through as human beings on the task of our purpose and what we're trying to accomplish as a person, as personnels. At these times that we're living in today, as this coronavirus is taking place, we should be enjoying the time and the love and the gratitude of God, and enjoy this genuine time, this special time that we have with our families and our loved ones, and embrace them and show them by the reflection of us through the Word that the Word and the Spirit of truth is true, and it will always be. Because that's something that I have realized on my own. I have witnessed on my own. And it's only short spurts of God's potential within me. And that's not to say about the Antichrist that's coming into the world. There's no call for wake-ups anymore. We're trying to really get you guys to take this seriously. Take this seriously. Find out your history. Nay, it does not matter what color God looks like. Many say that. But the historical part, the history of the people who was of Jesus Christ will beg to differ as to say something different. Because the color of the skin unravel a book of all the things these people have went through. 400 years of slavery. The only people, ancestors that turned on God, or perhaps, and not even perhaps, but facts, in the spirit of truth, was sent into slavery. And they were slaved by many, many nations. They even complained about God about having a king when they already had the Lord to be able to speak to them through Moses, and forgotten the Lord's ways. And one thing as human beings, we need to really understand something. When you have a vision, when you have something that you want to do, you will this vision in the spirit all day, every day. You keep this same mindset all day, every day, until it becomes instinctive. This is what you have to do with the word. And the word will do the rest itself for you. But you have to get off this acknowledgement of the world that you in need of something. The superstitions of money. You must take those things away. You must strip yourself from the vanity of hip-hop culture that we're in. Anything that seems like it's idolatry. Anything, if a man is showing the glory of himself, and he shines amongst the stars, and he is telling you that this is the way, my brother, I am telling you, everything in this world is temporary pleasure. It's temporary enjoyment. It's temporary entertainment. The only treasure that you don't want nobody to take from you is inside you. Because if you store treasure there instead of storing treasure out here, that treasure will last forever. Even when you passed away. I give example for how to get more in touch with God. Have you ever had something that you put your word on, and no matter how how complicated the situation is, how devastated it may seem, or how righteous the other person may be, and how right that person may be, if you keep your word and what you said from the beginning to end, I tell you now that in favor of your spirit, if your spirit was in favor with God for righteousness, justice, and mercy, then what your spirit will comprehend is something greater. It is an endurance. It is the will to keep going on in this world, to be able to deal with the struggles and yet live a God life. God wants us to put all these things down, the games, because what they're showing us in plain sight is the death of many men through these games. They're coming out with games called World War III. They are showing us the future in front of our faces through the Netflix Messiah. They call it the Messiah Antichrist, y'all. We really need to see things from a different perspective, because I thought conspiracy theorists was conspiracy theorists. But the only conspiracy theorists that we have out here are all conspiring with the nation and this Illuminati. And it's been hard to ignore because of the lives that we've been living in, the civilization that they have had us in. And that civilization that they had us in and have us in now is called a system. They used the coronavirus to bring digital currency. And now they are moving from digital currency. And from digital currency, we have the remaining people in Microsoft. Little do anybody know the people. Why I brought up Microsoft is because of Bill Gates, the owner, the creator of this Microsoft technology, has stepped down because I think, to me, honestly, he cannot live with the guilt of systematically selling out the human race to Satan. I am sitting here telling y'all that God said that our enemies are in the heavenly places. Heavenly places in spiritual form, you would think about kingdom of heaven. But God wasn't just talking about the spiritual, he was talking about the physical. Our enemies own every damn thing. And they even stole the word of God from back in the years, back then, and replaced it with 6 to 7 different type of Bibles. And the original copy is still out here. And I need y'all to wake up and find Jesus Christ, the real one. Not this sissified one that they created for us, but the real one. I'm in the video right there, in good graces. But bless y'all. Wake up. And Donald Trump is not the bad guy. For I know where the Antichrist will come from. If you want to know, Luke 10 verse 12. Read it in Hebrews. It will show you a name of this man. Amen. Amen, y'all. Stay tuned, YouTube subscribers. And I pray for y'all to stay strong in this physical battle. We are spirits. Grow your spirit. You shall overcome this flesh. Thank you.